This text is EVP captions from EVPs I hear later while editing. Usually I say if you want to hear them, you're going to need to wear headphones. In this case, they are pretty loud. They're like pretty astounding. I'm at the Salt Lake City Cemetery. I'm looking for this. Looking for Miss Gray. I think it's Miss Gray. And we aren't supposed to use names. So guides tell me not to use names, so instead I'm just going to show you her gravestone. This is why I actually came here to check this out, because I've never seen anything quite like this. Brain damage. They have mentioned brain cancer. They've mentioned brain illnesses and stuff like that with me before. And as unsettling as it is, I don't really have anything I can do about it. So, I mean, feeling a little touch on my hand, little touch. Is this working? Is it working? I'm not finding it. Okay. Okay, well, I need to find a place to sit and talk to this person, or talk to anybody that knows. I did tune in with her, and she was just kind of embarrassed by it, rolling her eyes, giving excuses for her husband. So when I got home, I looked it up. And yes, her husband was a bit nuts. He was in and out of prison. I did pick up an EVP mentioning someone getting poisoned, but we can't be sure who they were talking about. So we kind of need to just disregard that. I do see that she died at 78, and I'm interpreting this as basically organ failure. So I'm sitting on this bench, and this car pulls up, and I immediately get like, oh, okay, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. I'm supposed to be talking to these people. So they get out. I give them a wave, and I go over and I start talking to them. Now, this is a highly edited version of what we talked about, and it turned into a psychic reading. Hey, do you guys know the story behind this grave?
We looked it up, and it said that maybe the husband was mentally ill, but it could have been that she was mentally ill.
Possessed.
Or,
Yeah.
knows? Like, honestly, I don't pretend I know all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I love walking around graveyards and stuff, and so I was just like, well, this is something I have not seen before.
Did you just happen upon it?
No, I
Googled it?
like I'll sometimes Google haunted or something like that, and it just
that's what
pops
we've
up.
been doing, kind of. That's our little thing that we do. So there's another one here. There's a urban myth that supposedly if you hold a candle at night and walk backwards around it 3 times and something, and then you look in it, you see the ghost of emo. Now, I don't know if he's a little red guy, little red furry guy with the the ghost of emo.
Like Elmo.
Yeah, Elmo.
Oh, yeah, it's Elmo. That's right.
He's just really happy to see you and very positive.
I have the dowsing
She's-
rods.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Got
like,
some core
she
into it.
Yeah.
does some of that stuff. And
I asked how old like the person that was haunting the place was, and she said something like 80 something. And then we found the plaque of her, and it said she was exactly the age that
the
she
age that we,
okay.
that the answer.
Okay. I'm a medium, and I go around and I film interactions with
Okay.
spirits. So I'm recording right now. I don't know if I can use your voice, if I like.
That's cool,
Okay.
man.
Okay,
Because,
cool.
like, I didn't know if we were talking to someone that was
No.
going to think we're crazy or whatever.
No, I'm crazy with you guys, so it's cool. But you know what? Okay, so like I started picking up on somebody with you. Now I cut out a lot of the private and personal stuff because that's none of our business. But that was pretty cool.
I've honestly been on this like spiritual awakening journey this last like couple years, and
Now's the time.
And I literally like it started when I was in prison.
Okay.
And I was raised in a really strong religious home, and I got to this point where I was like, this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
It's creating all this conflict. It's not like what I believe. And then I started having these experiences where and seeing all this different stuff that suggested to me that there's something more eternal, and there's something we're all temporary.
Yeah.
Right, we're temporary, but our energy is eternal, and it's attached to something. It's part of a big energy, like the
Yes.
universe or whatever you want
Yes.
to call it. Right. So the more that I've been like realizing that and looking for it and reading stuff about it and all that, but then looking at my own life and like looking at my own experiences and stuff and the things that I believe. You know, I'm more. There's literally experiments that they're doing that prove the metaphysical is real.
Yeah.
Like with the DNA strands that react, that when you put them in a person's energy field.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Yeah, so my brother and
the energy field stuff.
Yeah, so they've been doing these experiments where they take a human DNA strand, and when they bring it within a person's energy field, and then it's a person that's trained to be able to feel different emotions, and they monitor the DNA strand, and when they have negative emotions, they coil up. And then when they have a happy or joy or love or forgiveness, they relax out.
Dude, you're making my DNA relax out.
Yeah. And
That's-
when you
that's
have that,
super cool.
When you talk to someone and the light goes on, there's that connection, right?
Yeah.
Where your light's been added upon, or there's an understanding, and we...
Cool, man. So I'm meeting a guru. I'm on a long motorcycle ride, and I didn't know where I was going to be. Friday morning, I was down in like Cedar City, and I was going to go into Page, Arizona, and my spirit guides were like, go to Salt Lake City. And I was like, but it's supposed to be like record heat here. I don't want to go to Salt Lake City. They're like, push, push, push. So I'm arguing with them. I get up here, traffic is so bad, I pull into the Hilton parking lot just to check my phone and try to find a place to stay.
Yeah.
And it's like, just stay here. I'm like, I can't afford it. I'm like, stay here. So I go in, I get a room, and I look out, and there's a conference going on. It's the International Association of Near-Death Experience.
Yes. One of our therapists went to it and was telling, and he does yoga with us and energy work with us. And he was talking to me about it this week.
I don't know. I think maybe I don't talk to anybody in graveyards.
That's really that's a cool story.
It's cool to meet somebody in the cemetery at the
sure. Well,
odd.
thanks.
See you.
Thank you, man.
Hey, you're welcome. That's what we're doing. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, guides. Rest in peace, everybody.
Mind if I like got a picture of you and me. Was that weird? Or?
Yeah, that's cool,
'cause
man.
that was dude. We just literally used our GPS, and our GPS guided us right over there. People are guided together.
Yeah, for sure.
I really value this kind of stuff, man.
Oh, me too. Cool, man.
All right, cool.
But wait, there's more. You think spirits can predict the future? Yeah, they can. Tacos. I'm serious. All right, please do the YouTube things. And if you're interested in working with me, please send me an email. And as always, thanks for watching.